This meeting is being recorded.
So,
This meeting is being recorded.
so what we have seen, the project life cycle, right? Here we studied what is initiating, planning, implementation, and closing. In initiation phase, we learn some how to take initiative to start our project, right? Then planning, how to start planning with and next implementation, right? Phase wise, have preparation, have phase process is okay, and time, yes, when the work is completed, that time you finish the same, okay? Now, I'm audible? Yes. Now next stage, where we are yesterday, yes, implementation and execution phases, okay? So how we implement and execute the phase. Here, a project team is hired by management or prepared by project manager, because a lot of manpower is there, divided in group and our team, and assign some kind of work, device work, and report to the management. Okay, so project team is hired and developed. So as a project manager, you have a right to hire a team to hire people for not only hired, but you require talented, required smart people, those who know how to work, uh, how to work with fast, how to work with technique, how to work without mistakes and error. Because there is a project, so if you do any kind of mistakes or error, that means big loss for the site or project, right? So that's why project manager hire, develop and train people, those who know about the project, those who have completed the project. So now next stage is the procurement take place. Yes, the first stage is procurement. Procurement means whatever the material required for that particular project, whatever the machines, machine part, and all. So procurement take place means all bills, all it comes transportation, it comes in logistics, it comes everything. Because when the material come inside, so that time you need to check. That time you need to check the it's correct material is come, then you just count the material, check the bill. Sometimes a lot of material is very damaged material is there. So everything you check and the work is for procurement, right? Procurement department. If any site is there and the material is coming and all damaged material is there, so how to start the work? Got it? So for that, procurement team is there. They check everything. They check the bill. They pass, and after that verification, they process to start their work. Now project is under this. 50% work is completed, right? And 50% is pending. Project is going on. Project is underway because all material reach on time or whatever the because everything is different. If you want to complete the project on time, means everything is different on time. है ना? All materials आपको time पे मिलना चाहिए. That after that you start your work and you finished your work on time. So project must be monitored and changing man. Right? So always project monitor always करना चाहिए as a project manager. Right? So the project monitor changes sometimes some changes was there. So what kind of changes we required? Sometimes manpower is very less, lack of manpower. So we add new manpower. Again, there is the and again we start. Sometimes material not reach on time. So that time what we do, we just cancel that material we had called new materials, right? So lot of problems, lot of hurdles we face, and but we don't panic. We just need to change and start our activity. So next it is communication to stakeholder and important ongoing activity. Yes, is it very important to convincing qualities you have communication qualities and if you have both very well then you communicate with the stakeholder management people and activity is going on. And they support you for completing the project. That are not what bothered for the amount or what है ना sometimes ऐसा होता है ना कि अगर कोई पर्सन है मार्केट में the rate of उसके हम जो negotiation करते हैं quotation procurement department पहले first and then negotiate करके वो material वहाँ पे लेके आते हैं so that the thing is कि if you communicate with all suppliers very well and sometimes they help you right so this is the communication with stakeholders. Now, closing phase, we have seen that reporting is important. Reporting, in reporting, what we have said, everything, everyday reporting, how many people are there, what kind of work completed every day, right? Everything, time management. Sorry, you need to follow the time management, right? Closing out document, final payments, and identify lessons learned and send it. So, you should be report anytime whatever you do and what things you face, everything discuss with manager. Closing out procurement and final payment. So after when complete your project, whatever the payments, payments of people, of suppliers, of every people, those who have related about that project. So you just payment to all parties, all suppliers, because he supports we have to finish that project, right? Whatever it is, no matter, but they are not doing initially. Some reasons are there, some hurdles are there, some uh, barriers are there. That's why they delay, but to pay all the suppliers and all the papers and all, and then close the project. Then because you need to mention in your report, na, how many day have and how many how much is remain, right? So identify lesson and learn. Just mention in your report what lessons you learned from that particular project, what kind of barriers you faced, what kind of decisions you have taken, what kind of changes you have done as project manager. Everything you mentioned on that report and celebrate. And if whatever the work you have done for time, that you celebrate that you have completed the particular time. Right. Now, next it is, wait a minute, share this PPT. Okay. Have you seen this PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So project risk management, what it is? Risk means what? What is the definition of risks? Why we take risks? Okay, the effect of uncertainty on objectives, typically related to one of four areas, right, where we need to take risks. Strategy, what it is, change management, operations, finance. Risks can be positive, negative, or neutral, right? So first, you need to understand what is risk. Okay, so risk is important when you join any project. Yes, Komal, am I audible? Hitesh, Arjun, Shailaja. Okay, fine. So the effect of uncertainty of objective. What it is sometimes when you are start in work and you because of no material, because of some error, है ना? And whatever the time you have decided to complete the project, but due to this uncertainty, you are not completed, right? So, and so every day we just plan, like, yes, I want to complete this task, I want to complete this task first. But when you enter or when you start your work as a plan, it will urgent is for something takes time. So, object, the first object, what is the plan? They have decided, but it's not happening. So, whole means morning 2 3 hours just what busy in that kind of work. Then some urgent work is handover, right? Or in meeting we have discussed our priority to complete that work, that work, that work. So our work is going pending, 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 right? And we are very what particular about that work. You know, I want to complete this, complete this. So sometimes we sit late night and or extra work we have completed, but doesn't matter that every day you have fulfilled your objective, right? So only one or two objective you have completed and otherwise. So you need to take a risk. What kind of risk you have taken? You come early or you go late and you fulfill your objectives. So the area, what areas? So strategy. Yes, doesn't matter whatever the strategy, whatever the planning you have decided to complete that work doesn't mean like that it's completed or it, it's fulfilled. Then change management is fine. That's right. But not what I management of workload or whatever. So what management decide is assign work and whatever the extra what you have, they hand over to them, right? And they change the management case. You have no time, so just look after that kind of work and other two people arrange that kind of work or doing that kind of work. Now operations, yes, operations is most important. So what happened when you hand over our work to others? That means whatever the work you have doing or you do, whatever. So it's operative. Means वो दिख रहा है कि आप काम कर रहे हो, but lot of work you have and काम ही नहीं हो रहा है. Sometimes we just think कि कौन सा काम करो, but if your work is handed to others, that means you have free to do that work. So operations means like that कि जो भी मतलब अगर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी है, प्रोडक्शन कंपनी है, तो कंटिन्यूअसली प्रोडक्ट बनते रहना चाहिए ना. ऑपरेशन नॉन स्टॉप ऑपरेशन होना चाहिए. सीए है तो उसके कंटिन्यूअसली बैलेंस शीट के काम व्हाटएवर द वर्क ये होते रहने चाहिए. So that is the operation. Now finance is most important in project. The finance means everything you have a land, you have manpower, you have everything. But if no money, how you start? When you call some material, when you communicate with supplier, when you negotiate with anyone, so that transactions we require money, finance card, buy or a bag, something bag, or sometimes bag for the suppliers, require some no credit, require some bank guarantee, but it's big project work, and every time we don't have a money. So and it's going on contract basis now. So that but letter of credit and bank guarantee required from banks, bank connection with bank and coordination with bank very good as a project manager. Communication and coordination with bank is important. So sometimes it can be positive, sometimes it can be negative, sometimes neutral. So positive means if you are doing and if you are a risk taker, yes, means you know कि the work is completed because as a risk taker. If you think positive, if you know the where is the problem and you know how to solve it, that means you are much positive. But sometimes whatever the decision you have taken, sometimes it's going negative or it's a bad impact. Your work is not complete on time, whatever. Sometimes it's happen. And on neutral, negative भी हो सकता है, positive भी हो सकता है, so both. So the situation faced depend on the work. Now understanding risks again. Say some example of risks like business interruptions. Yes, for work in any business, so that time much barrier we may face. Sometimes we have no money for salary, sometimes we have no money for maybe, sometimes we have no money for the suppliers payment. Lot of hurdles are there. But the whatever the interruptions as a business person, as a project person, you have an idea to already do the commitments, whatever you decide on that, that finance companies and all. Means they trust you, yes, whatever is yes, pay one whatever something else. Because when I was in when I was working in project, that time I faced some kind of uh, not some kind, lot of things I faced actually. But the relation of bank managers, the relations of other finance companies is good. That's why I have completed our project on time. Sometimes bank reject my project, sometimes bank reject my payment. So that time I call my finance people, those who have what invest in our project, so they help us and sort out the matter. So lot of interruptions are there, but we need to face it. And for that, we need to give relations with people. Now, in this case, always checking or every year change as per the rule, as per the law, we accept it and we follow the rules and regulations. Now, system issue, yes, if you are a project manager, system issues are there. Some kind system means overall systems. Like a lot of departments are there. The project, the labor department is different, procurement department is different, sales department is different, manufacturing department is different, project department is different. So everyone assigned the work and everyone should complete their work on time. If sometimes both of the unit not completed work on time, so how we complete next procedure? Because everyone in unit 2 we have learned that everything project is correlated, is dependent. If A is completed his work, then B start his work, right? AB is completed their work, then C start his work. So everything is related with each other. So system issues को नहीं होना है. If some kind of issues हो जाता है, then you support them and you sort out it. Out. So next, access to information. Yes, when you start your work, that time you share the information. Means with your colleague, with your team, not outside the people. So if you access them, the system is there, work you need to do work, and for that you give access to complete the work. You give access, right to do the work for that particular system. And security condition, yes, security is most important. Sometimes the material is left हो जाता है, lost हो जाता है, everything. But nowadays, security is everywhere because cameras are there. So security is important for ladies. अगर वहाँ पे है या फिर कोई people आ जाते हैं, so that time we need or we require perfect security. Next, now quantitative risks are those that can clearly be quantified. Yes, quantitative risks. Whatever the quantity you have decided to complete the task, that means only that quantity you spend, and on that basis complete that particular project. So always your work is qualitative and quantitative, right? Quantitative का और अगर example देना है तो quantity of work is whatever. अभी आजकल जो भी कंस्ट्रक्शन चल रहा है ना, रोड का कंस्ट्रक्शन बिफोर मतलब 2015-16 के पहले जो रिपोर्ट था कंस्ट्रक्शन का, वो बहुत ही बैड रिपोर्ट था. जैसे उन्होंने डिसाइड किया था कि रोज इतना काम कंप्लीट होना चाहिए, बट वो हो ही नहीं रहा था. So let's do this at all. So after that, they have decided that every day they have finished 2 meters of road, and after their submission of report and all, then they start next road. So क्या हुआ उससे quantity of work दिखने लगा. Means if you decided कि 2 meter का ही आज काम होगा तो उतना हो जाना चाहिए, right? इन प्रोजेक्ट में भी वैसा ही है कि अगर आपने डिसाइड किया है कि ये एरिया आज कंप्लीट करना है, मतलब कमरा है, सॉरी मतलब करना है, ओके. It doesn't matter कि उसको 4 लोग लग रहे हैं, 10 लोग लग रहे हैं, whatever the days you have decided. सीपीएफ में देखा था कि the required days 3 days में कंप्लीट होगा, 4 days में कंप्लीट होगा, but whatever the days you committed, that means you completed. That is the quantitative risk. That is the risk finished on that particular time. Right. Now qualitative risk, obviously the work is very perfect without error, right? That is the qualitative of risk. Towards that particular project, the perfection is important. So qualitative risks are those that cannot be easily quantified. Sometimes not easy, but depend. So here you should always try to make all qualitative risks quantitative if possible while collecting and analyzing data. Right? So this is the thing here we learn about qualitative and quantitative. Now, what is risk management? So, the risk management principle and process that help minimize the negative impacts of risks and maximize the positive impact. Yes. Big project happened, big incidents, right? You just ignore that because it's happened sometimes. If we talking about construction project, lot of accidents happen, lot of things are happened, but you just ignore because to complete the project. है ना? Simple example in our here. But when the Chandani Chowk is the construction is going on, that time lot of accident happening, lot of things are going there. Traffic was too much, and everyone just panicked when the जब भी वो चांदनी चौक का नाम लेते थे तो अरे बोलते थे बाप 3 hours तो करे now and उन्होंने तो फ्लाईओवर भी क्रिएट किया था बट वो भी सडनली क्वालिटी ऑफ वर्क नहीं होने की वजह से गिर गया था so the barriers are there but sometimes you know, again start the work and finish what is traffic नहीं है ऐसा नहीं है but it's easy to क्या बोल सकते हो easy to drive your vehicle where vehicles what will habit support that I traffic and risk. So that is the good quality. So now the impact of risks and maximize the positive impact. Yes. So risks, when we take any kind of risks, complete that work or complete that project, so that time you should be very positive, right? If you are negative and have started the work and you decide, yes, I have completed, no, lot of errors are there, lot of mistakes happen, lot of things, the perfection is not good for so you complete it. But when the check all the time of audit and the audit check the report, so that time we find a lot of mistakes we have and we just mention ये नहीं हुआ है वो नहीं हुआ है so पूरी book वो लिख के देगा yes the work is not satisfied and again you start that work. Again you have blame management everyone said like that you are not perfect of that mistakes blah 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 right so whatever the risks have taken regarding project that means we complete with perfect work because for a project manager. Otherwise company will not give chance to complete that project. Company left you and assign other person, right? To be aware about. Now the process should be this. So the proportionate, right? Proportionate means like that. Whatever the proportion you decided to complete the work means always you need to complete. छोटा ही work करो and complete करो on that particular time. Align your work is aligned at the proper time. Yes, 1 hour, 2 hour, you have completed whatever, right? And then align the work as per the rules and regulations, right? Means, for example, your assignment project, right? Everything, every guideline, everything we have made you, and just align your work on that particular and that particular guidelines, right? So those who have aligned their work, that means they have no problem. But those who have not started, that means they face a lot of problems. So now complete it, right? अगर आपने अच्छे से अलाइन किया हुआ है, आप अपना वर्क कंप्लीट करोगे ऑन टाइम, अदरवाइज नॉट पॉसिबल. But it means that you complete it and you submit it, right? Yeah. Yes, जितना है आप फाइल्स बनाते हो, so आपका वर्क उसमें दिख जाता है. Yes, everything आप attach, everything आप support everything, and systematically work happens. So good work is going on, and then your project is complete. So the auditors and others, they give the judgment of that particular work. Now, establishing your risk management context like regulatory or legal environment, that is important. The corporate ethics, project ethics, so you need to follow. The environment is important. The environment, legal environment means you need to do the work with check regulation. Sometimes some things happen, something a lot of things happen, but sometimes what happens, workers are not coming on time, right? Team members are just gossiping, and they are ignore the work. A lot of time we have instructed them, but as a project manager, you should be strict about that, right? And every day, if you know if the person is not good, just communicate with him, just uh, hand over the things जो उसके लायक का काम आप करवाना पड़ता है. That is important. So but people who are very positive, they handle every kind of situation. I have a good experience about that. So when I was working project, so that time a lot of colleagues, my colleagues, those who are work in my under. So he said कि मैम आज ये नहीं आया मैम, आज वो नहीं हुआ मैम, आज ये काम नहीं हो पाएगा क्योंकि इसे इतना लगेगा उतना लगेगा. सिर्फ just communicate, just बात कर देते, काम नहीं करते. So I just listen, okay fine, कर ले, हो जाएगा. But we start ना, okay नहीं हो रहा है क्या, आइए मेरे साथ, क्यों नहीं हो रहा है बताइए, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, we just look after, क्या हो रहा है, क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, then we'll contact the expert person. So slowly I learned how to काम कैसे निकलवाना है. Got it? तो वही चाहते हैं लेबर लोग नहीं सीख पाते हो काम नहीं. But as a project manager, you should be very strict because आपको भी रिपोर्ट करना है. So रिपोर्ट करेंगे तो भी आपका अगर आपका प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट होता है on time, we not pay the money for the money to complete as per their agreement. Whatever the agreement you sign, clauses are clearly mentioned that if your 50% work is 20% work, 30% work, 40% work, 50% work, if you are not completed on time, that means they are not getting the money of payment. If you will not get money, how to pay it to your suppliers, how to pay it to your employees, how to pay it to your people who are work for you, right? They just wait for 1 month. Otherwise, they are not paid. Okay. So every time, just communication with people, just know how to handle the situation, just know how to do work from him or her. Got it? So size of the organization is completely dependent on the size of organization. Organization big है और क्या small है. If it is, excuse me, if it is a small organization, that means very easy to handle each and other because very few people are there. and if you assign the work as per their abilities, so they completed on time. But if it's a big organization, big work, and one single person have completed the tasks at a day, so it's difficult to uh, manage. But no worry about it. They have a lot of managers, they have a lot of department, and everyone should know their rights and responsibility. And as per that, they go. Now, labor relations, yes, it's very good. As a project manager, you have a good relation with labor because sometimes का बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि लेबर लोगों को बहुत रिस्क के साथ काम करना होता है ना, मशीन नहीं होता, ऊपर चढ़ना होता है, और अगर कुछ टूट गया तो खतरा होता है। very neighbors, whatever they want, because actually इस का काम कोई नहीं कर सकता, because not doing the but that what happened sometimes you require manpower that they come and complete the task. So structure of the organization is now culture of the organization. Yes, culture of that means the organization was on what kind of thing, how many people are there, those who have everything include and expect each and everyone, but if you want to feel like that, but tolerate, but just was and all, right? So don't do that. Now, risk management activity. Yes, as an organization, some kind of risk management activities are there, and for that is recognize and identify the risk. You have know about it, but as a project, if you know the project management subject, then you realize that recognize and identify risks first. अगर आपको बोला जा रहा है काम करना है, तो उसमें आपका रिस्क कितना है? यस, वॉट एवर मैनेजमेंट आपको बोल रहा है कि अभी के अभी चाहिए, सो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि अभी के अभी आप दे सकते हैं कि अगर आप नहीं दे सकते, देन यू सॉरी, मुझे आता है, मैं आज नहीं दे सकता, या मैं 2 दिन बाद दूंगा, या मैं ये कंप्लीट बाद में करूंगा, क्योंकि इसके लिए ये ने काम नहीं किया हुआ, जब तक ये काम नहीं करेगा मेरा काम नहीं होगा, वट एवर द रीजन, बट टू स्टडी द प्रोजेक्ट, then you the boss or first to recognize experience होगा नहीं होगा, then you identify and you like this or right. Now the rank and skills, उसे रैंक देते हैं, बहुत बड़ा रिस्क है, इसे मैं अभी नहीं बात करूंगा, इसके लिए मुझे बिग मैन पावर लगेगा, बिग लेबर का स्टाफ, व्हाट इट डेफिनेटली मैं लास्ट में इसलिए करूंगा, जैसे बैलेंस शीट्स जब हम लोग बनाते हैं ना स्कीम पर, सो दे collect all data, sales department, cash department, they tally all bank reconciliations. Then at the last, they work on fixed assets and essential at last. Got it? Because it's a very difficult. Every department have the questionnaires and all. So sometimes we buy new, sometimes we are just transferred that kind of assets and all. So at last, they are so very both सकते, they are expert on that calculation. So at last they calculate the things, right? Now here the but you just evaluate it. Yes, ये complete होगा कि नहीं, कितना time लगेगा. So you have an idea that at least 1 week we have completed, at least 2 weeks we that work and all. So respond to significant risks, right? So always respond to that and give the importance of that. It's the आज भी करना है, आज नहीं करना है. So you just take a part, just participate in it and complete that particular risk. So tolerate, leave, transfer, or terminate. Sometimes it's happened if you have taken that kind of risk. That means आपका नुकसान हो सकता है, आपकी रिस्क वेस्ट जा सकती है, आपका ट्रांसफर हो सकता है, या फिर आपको टर्मिनेट भी किया जा सकता है. But if you have a justification why you take this, so that means क्या, they accept. मैं अपना एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ. जब मैं एक राजस्थान की साइड में हमारा वर्क चल रहा था, सो इट्स अ वेरी न्यू वर्क. लैब बनाना था वहाँ पे. तो near about 180 lab constructed on that particular site. So what happened ना, मुझे आइडिया था अभी फ्यूचर का ये करके ही कि एक तो राजस्थान वहाँ पे ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का मटेरियल मटेरियल भी रिक्वायर है, हमको बल्क में मंगाना पड़ता है. लॉट ऑफ टाइम ट्रांसपोर्टेशन चार्जेस कट देगा देता है. वहाँ पे मुझे बाहर चल के बाद आई ऑर्डर वेरी क्लोज टू मी ऑन दैट टाइम. लग रहा बाद लगे और मुझे पता था बाद इसने क्या किया, पता जितना लगता है क्या हुआ था कि तो ये खांसी का कम था. सो आई हैव कि अभी तो स्टील का रेट कम मैं बल्क में मंगा मेरे डिसाइड किया बाय बाय. तो मैं अभी बात अगर बच्चे एक्स्ट्रा पैसा पे करना पड़ेगा और ये एक्स्ट्रा बाय बल्क या मंगा के जब बिल पास हुआ बिल आया अकाउंट हुआ मटेरियल हुआ उसमें फिर अप्रूव करने के लिए मैंने हमारे पैसा आपने क्यों मेरे कहा क्या जवाब दूंगा मैं क्या जरूरत थी अभी ये होगा ये होगा नहीं बड़ा चलो मैं जस्ट फाइव पता है कौन रहता है ना एटलीस्ट लगता है जब आप बॉस और एकदम मैं इतना 10 लाख का पेमेंट कैसे देंगे, हम लोग से बोलो कि इतना नहीं दे सकते, मेरा कमिटमेंट हो गया था सर, आई विल ट्राई टू पे फुल अमाउंट. समटाइम्स होती है ना ऐसी मिस्टेक. सो दैट टाइम बहुत ही हुआ कि अब क्या करूँ मैं क्या, तो बोला गया कि आप ही फेस करना, मैनेजमेंट के साथ आप ही आंसर करना. तो आई रियली नॉट स्टेप दैट डे बिकॉज़ समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि मैं क्या जवाब. then I studied and I just talked with my supplier who said that kind of and all. मैंने कहा कि सर आपका पेमेंट नहीं कर पाऊंगी मैं बिकॉज ये सब ऐसा ऐसा पड़े हैं. तो वो पर्सन ने मुझे कहा कि नहीं मैडम आपको आपको पता है क्या अभी आपने किया था. उन्होंने कहा डबल हो जाएगा क्या मैनेजमेंट बता दिया है उसका मैंने हाँ all that I ordered so उसके लिए मतलब मॉर्निंग में मुझे nobody about take very good decisions, right? So I really happy with that kind of way. जैसे वो एकदम और वहां से तो हमारे उन्होंने मैसेज दिया कि नहीं आप टेक अ गुड डिसीजन, यस इट्स हैपेंड और अगर मंगा लिया है तो कोई बात नहीं, आप 50% आप कुछ करिए 50% आप जयपुर साइड में भेज दिए, दादर साइड में भेज दिए। माय गॉड, दैट्स टाइम आई रिलैक्स। और फिर उसके बाद मैंने ऐसा कोई रिस्क नहीं लिया, मैंने कुछ के लिए रिस्क लिया। तो यहाँ पे कहने का मतलब ये है कि समटाइम्स पीपल आर टू पॉजिटिव। इफ यू आर पॉजिटिव, इफ यू आर रिस्क टेकर एंड यू give a judgment why you take the risk, that means you are sick. But if you don't reason to give the management, if you don't justification to give the management, that means they what the people are tolerant to you, the people are just what things they have, and just they just ऐसा बहुत आते हैं। if you are और वहाँ पे बैठा हुआ या फिर जो ये प्रोजेक्ट मैनेज करना है, वो एक बार जरूर सोचो कि ये प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर अगर एक काम किया, that is the reason behind it. Got it? He also study about it and then he reply to you, right? Then he support to you. So sometimes it's happened, right? So you have a control in your work. You have to know what kind of work you are doing, right? What kind of risks you have taken. So always be controlled. Plan your reaction always. Yes, whatever in meetings and in, when you are in the team, always be reactive, right? Always be answerable, not keep quiet in front of them. So report and monitor performance. Yes, always report whatever the work you have completed and monitor the work, whatever the work you have done is going good or not, and show your performance. So review the risk management framework. Yes. So that review the risk management framework, what kind of risk you have taken, just prepare a framework. I guess how much it is good, how much sometimes उस रिस्क कंप्लीट करने के लिए हमें बहुत सारा मैन पावर चाहिए रहता है, बहुत सारे पीपल चाहिए कि इट्स कोरिलेटेड। आप अकेले रिस्क नहीं ले सकते, उसे कंप्लीट करने के लिए पीपल चाहिए रहते हैं, दे विल फिनिश द वर्क ऑन टाइम। गॉट इट? सो असाइनिंग रिस्क विल अंडरस्टैंड tomorrow. We'll take tomorrow. Okay. I hope you understand. Anyone want to ask any question? Okay, fine. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.